Hurry up! The show's about to start!
Once again, I am
Dean
Hans. I'm Franz,
Dons.
and we are here to pop.
I think I should have shut it off a little sooner. Welcome, everyone. So tonight I'm actually going to do like a room tour, toy room tour. As you can see the boxes behind me, I've been trying to reorganize my room. And let me know if the audio is okay. I think I can hear it. I have my other camera going on here, and I can actually hear it. But let me know if there's an echo and stuff. But yeah, so I've been organizing my room, and I decided this is probably a good time to show you some of my collection that nobody has seen before, and probably won't because they're in bins in the closet. But the closet's cleaned out a bit, so I'll go through some of the toys if you guys want to check them out. And depending on how the stream goes, I might do this more regular, like do a section of my toy room and just go over it slowly, and we can discuss it. Anybody wants to see close up, play with it, you know what I mean? I think it'll be a little bit more personal to show a collection this way than if I just did a quick video and showing my toys. So we'll start today with just a couple of bins, and let's see how it goes. But if anybody wants to hop in, I will send a link. So I sent a link to Left Coast chat in Twitter. If I just don't know how to, did it work on this live stream? I'm not sure. I don't know how to like pin it to the top. Do you guys, oh, do I do it on the phone? I don't know, let's try. Probably not, right? I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. Yeah, you can hear an echo if I go too close. Can you guys hear an echo? Sean. Okay, the link is there. So if anybody wants to come in and play around too, that'll be fun. But yeah, so I have a bin right over here filled with Star Wars carded figures, because we all know that we were going to get rich when the Power of the Force line came out, right? How many times did we go to the store and buy like doubles or something? And I still love them, but I have some episode 1 figures here, and I also have some just a mixture of a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to check this out, let me know, and give me a thumbs up if you want to see this. If not, then I can end the broadcast now. Oh, Sean, you're at work. You're always working, man. Awesome. But let me I don't know what camera to use, so I have 2 of them here. But let's start with so this is a Attack of the Clones figure here. Let's see which camera works. Does this camera work better? Let me know. Probably not, right? I'd have to actually pull that one up, right? Let me try that. I don't know which camera looks better. Does it? Yeah, this one looks. Does this camera look better? So this is episode 1. No, episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Right? And then we have, this is Jar Jar Binks. And this is his swimming gear, right? Episode 1. And these are the comlinks. Do you guys remember the comlinks? I actually have the that little device where you can actually hear all the phrases. I have an echo on my phone, so let me know if you hear it, because it's kind of like distracting me. I don't know how, Super John, how do you do this with 2 cameras, man? But yeah, so this is episode 1, Jar Jar. And we have Captain, excuse me if I don't remember everyone's name. But yeah, so these are episode 1 figures here that I have. So this is the captain, and I got this for $2.17 back in the day, and the card's still good. Let's move on. So this is the Conehead guy. Whatever his name is, right? Can you pronounce that? Let's try this camera. We'll switch back and forth on cameras. Let me know which camera you guys like better. So I have a whole bunch of these things. We'll try to go through them quick so we don't get this guy. This is from this is episode 1, right? Yeah. And the cards are still decent. But we were all going to get rich when we bought these, right? Let's move on. We have Queen Amidala. This card is a little bit bent. Well, it's not really bent. It's just got a curve in it. Oh, here we go. We have. They made so many battle droids, didn't they? Let me add. Left Coast is here. Left Coast has joined the party. Welcome, Rick.
What's going on, buddy? I'm
Not
here to
too
make
much,
your
man.
muscles look small.
So I figured this was a good way to show a collection during the live stream. So it's a little bit more interactive, so you can bash on the figures or be excited to see them. But
No, for sure. You're right that me included, we all bought those toys at the midnight Friday openings and filled up our baskets and stuff. Yeah, I did. And I remember selling them all too at one time. So yeah, but it was a good it's a good memory for sure.
Definitely. Do I have an echo?
No, you sound good. If your phone's far away, like you're doing, you're fine.
Okay.
But you can mute whatever microphone you want.
Yeah, I did, but it's still I can still hear it out of the speakers.
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird.
But yeah, that's kind of cool. You can see it's the back of my head or something.
Your backside.
Yeah, right. So here's another battle droid. So they made like how many? 4 of them, I think. Release date.
Something like that.
I remember going to Target and I mean Toys R Us, and I found like 2 of them. Then the next day I had to go to Walmart and find 2 more.
I think Mark is also working on finishing his set of episode 1s.
Yeah. So this is another battle droid. So this one has like markings on them.
And I remember one that just fell apart and didn't stay together too. Like it had
these cards are nice, man.
Right down the middle of its body.
Yeah, these cards are in good shape too.
They are.
Let's move on. Oh, look at another battle droid, but this one's pretty cool. This one has like blast effects. Let me know which camera looks better. I'm going to switch over to the other camera and switch over.
Okay.
The other one did look good, here, doesn't it?
We see more toys this way. There you go.
Yeah, let me bring it over here. That looks brighter, right?
Yeah, it looks good. The color's good and everything. What kind of camera is this one?
That's my phone.
Oh,
the other one's a 4K camera too on my laptop. Oh, here we go, Mr. Watto, Mr. Roboto.
See, I would buy that Black Series figure.
Oh yeah.
Put him right beside Jar Jar.
Yeah, he's a good character. Did you see the
he's kind of racialist though.
The swimming Jar Jar?
Oh yeah. And do you have the Jar Jar Pez dispenser where his tongue grabs the Pez or something?
An actual Pez dispenser?
Yeah, it's Jar Jar and like a market seller alien selling his fruits. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I had all
like
of these,
this one.
and I had all of them, and I opened them all.
Oh yeah. They actually did. You remember Toys R Us had like a box set of them all? They had like 8 different pod races in a box set. Let's move over and then we'll say hi to the chat. We'll show a few more. And look at this card. This card is really nice. Wow, this is like almost gradable. Boss Nass. Normally this turns yellow on this card that I've noticed, the bubble. But this one's nice. This is probably worth like what, $4.99 now?
You got them stored away in a Rubbermaid, you said?
I do,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that keeps them safe.
We have a Mace Windu. Let me know if any of these are extremely rare.
I'll let you know if anyone claims it and buys it in the chat.
Yeah, right. I could do
You
it.
got
Like
Connor here. Connor's here now. Super John.
Awesome.
Cameron and Kat.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Cameron.
G-Force. Sean Solo.
Oh, this one's really a good one. This one's Senator Palpatine. I love the comic chip, these little things. I have a pile of them in a bag.
Yeah, and do you remember the store had the little display where you can go, hold your figure up to it and listen to what they say before you buy them even?
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
I have it. I don't want to get copyright, though. Would that copyright me?
No, I don't think so.
So if you guys want to listen to anyone, I could probably... Well, this one's...
Oh, now it's worthless. You dropped it.
It's worthless. Actually, these cards are nice compared to what they make now.
Yeah, it's crazy what they use now.
And here is the figure that... Did you want this one? Chancellor Valamor, whatever his name is? I can never pronounce any of these names.
That was everyone's favorite, right?
Yeah,
see,
right.
Here's a Left Coast theory. I think we see that guy in the Andor series. The same actor.
Oh, really?
I just have a feeling. Remember we saw those Imperials in like white uniforms, nice and crisp white uniforms? I have a feeling he'll be one of those guys. Same with the fat guy with the beard. Seal Bibble or something.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Which guy you're talking about?
Yeah, I watched. Have you been watching any of these documentaries on Vice or the Disney documentaries?
No, I'm not really. I barely have time to even do anything.
Oh, well, if you have Disney Plus, you have to watch the Magic. What's it called? Beyond the Magic. No, it's some on Industrial Light and Magic. It's a little 5 half-hour episode series. It's really good.
Is your Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah, I remember how ugly that figure was, and it's still ugly.
Yeah, well,
with his long hair. And...
It has a little I don't know, nostalgic feel to it. I remember, midnight release, going to get these.
Yeah.
Buying 2 of these. Opening one. I have a whole bin of loose figures.
I didn't go that far with those. I knew they weren't ever going to be worth more than, the $10 I paid at the time or $5, whatever they were.
So
that one I might have bought 2.
Yeah. See, I wish I could display. I might display some of them. I'm trying to change my room around a little bit so I have a little bit more collectible space. So my autographs that I have, I'm actually going to put in another room upstairs.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to put my toys in that spot. I like the autographs, but they're in a spot.
I think 1,000 Ghosts could wallpaper your house, my house, his house, and 2 people's house in a chat with his autographs, and still have leftovers.
Remember the Shadows of the Empire?
Yeah, I love that. I hope we see them again in some form.
Yeah, so I have these.
Like, they'd be cool Black Series figures. They'd be a cool movie.
I felt this was a ripoff, having a remake of it, just repack of this figure.
Well, did you read that story? She's a key character in that story. It's where she gets that uniform and everything.
Oh, is that right? No, I never read that. Here we have Dash Rendar. Remember, he was in that video game, right?
Yeah, and the same story too.
Yeah. So he's got to be worth about $6 by now, right?
Oh, at least 6 Canadian. No, those are in good shape. You could probably get $10.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going for it.
Yeah, I don't really. I just figured it'd be fun to show people my collection. That
See, I want that as a Black Series figure. Am I crazy for wanting that? Chewy
no,
flat
not at
top.
all. Not at all. I'd rather have this than a werewolf Wookie.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And I like that better than the black Cranston that they made. I hope the new one's way better.
This is a great pad, Queen Amidala.
And those package designs remind me a little bit of the G.I. Joes with that yellow and red starburst in the back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of got that
What do you guys
vibe.
think of this one?
Especially that one.
This one's actually, I think this is displayable. Just this character alone, because it's pretty iconic in the movie.
A doll.
And then Darth Sidious.
It's actually a really good figure. One of the better Emperor sculpts they've made.
I actually
you got Linda in here too.
I have the hologram one, and I use him.
Isn't Snuba Chewbacca with a haircut?
Right here. Let's see. Can I show it there? Yeah, see him right there? The hologram one?
Oh, yeah. That was good there. Is that a removable helmet Vader custom?
Yeah. I made
nice work,
Thanks.
We need video on that figure.
Yeah, maybe I'll pull them out after and show you.
Or like a custom Kenner. I know you've done several of those, right?
Yeah.
You're painted Boba Fett's. Yeah, that'd be a great video if you haven't already got a couple.
I actually think I made one. That is this one.
But now you're almost professional,
This is the Kenner one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So this is a cape. The cape is it's like a notebook from kids' notebooks.
Yeah.
And then
I know them very well.
So I think I actually use. Oh, this is Lobot. I think I use a Lobot head and shave down the sides.
It is Lobot, yeah.
I made this figure a while back, so it's hard to remember. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, right? And I put scars on it.
Now, why can't Hasbro just do that?
Because they don't have the points of articulation talent.
No, they don't.
So here's the regular Jar Jar. Did I show that one already?
Oh, you got the monkey boy in the chat now. Salacious is here.
Hey, Salacious.
And Victor Diaz. Welcome, Victor.
Hey, Victor. Good to see you.
Gap.
Yeah, Gap was here early. Thanks, Gap. I think I showed these. I showed that. Did I show this Obi-Wan?
Yeah, that's just as good as that Qui-Gon.
Yeah, I know, right? It looks just like him, doesn't it? Fits just in perfectly within the Obi-Wan series.
He does actually look like that character.
This is a cool Padme.
Yeah, the one she meets little Annie.
Yeah. She's an angel.
And pod racing is Wizard.
Yeah. Oh, speak of Annie, there's the lad.
And I guarantee you we will get that Black Series figure eventually.
Oh, they got to do Annie.
They just released him in Vintage Collection again.
Yeah, I picked him up.
But I like the episode 1 to 3 enough that I would like to see them do a series of retro collection with those characters. Like that C-3PO in a retro style would be awesome. They could use the same figure for crying out loud, because that's only 5 POA.
Yeah. I'm naked.
And you learn in the documentary there's a Vice documentary as well made by the Nacelle company. That's the Toys That Made Us production company.
Yeah.
And they have a totally different documentary, but based on the same kind of, stories and myths. And Anthony Daniels was mad because he didn't actually get to play that C-3PO. An actor was like the puppeteer, and Anthony only did the voice, and he was always kind of disappointed in that. He thought he could have did so much better.
This is definitely my favorite X-Wing pilot. Can you guess who it would be?
Porkins.
You know it. That's such a good figure. let's move on to another great Queen Amidala. I like these figures.
Yeah, that one was a cool one. I'm gonna change that green card back now. Eh?
Yeah. Oh, and another one. This one's a great one too. Wow, I should do it like a wall of Padme.
You could. I think they made 6 or 7 figures.
Yeah, I think I have most of them, if not all of them. Can do your top 10. We're coming up to the most valuable figures soon, but we'll I think this line will end with this one's a good Vader.
That is a good one with the skull underneath.
Yeah, I mean it's still got the muscular build, but it's still pretty cool. You could do some custom work with that, I bet.
So is the homework challenge this week a custom action figure?
Yeah.
Any scale?
I showed this one, right? Can't remember.
Show it again.
Yeah, right. Can't get enough of this one. This one's beautiful.
Big bubble too.
Yeah, that's what she said. All right, we're going to the. Ooh, this one's a good one right here. The Prince.
Yeah, Prince. I think I pronounced it Zizor. See, I want to see him live action. Like, I think we've seen his species in the Mandoverse, the Faline, I think they're called. So just bring that story to the Disney Plus already and get it over with.
Now we got the most valuable figures out there, and these are in great condition.
Those they're popular again because all those 3-year-olds, they want those toys they had when they were kids like us. Yeah, it's good shape. I remember seeing like just baskets and baskets just full of those things overflowing to the floor.
Oh yeah.
To the point where they were like falling off the bubbles and yeah. And the rule was you had to collect them all. That's the rule.
Yeah. Remember 3PO was the hardest one. It took so long for them to do it because I think the back metal, they were having a hard time with it. They kept pushing back the release date.
Buff 3PO.
Yeah. This is the best line right there, the swole version. So is this isn't it's the short saber in there, right?
No, that looks like the long saber.
No, I know, but the short saber is the one that's worth it, right? In the long tray.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, they're all worth $6, I think.
Yeah, but I think that was.
I remember there was some
fancy,
expensive freeze frame Weequay figure back in the 1998 or whatever it was. And
yeah, I sold so many bins of this stuff at yard sales because I just had so many bins and so much stuff. You just run out of room.
And it was cheaper back then too, right? Like they weren't $20 like they are now.
Yeah, right. I think.
I still like that figure. It's a cool one.
Yeah. Vader.
And that one too. That's got the long saber as well.
Yeah. So the long saber is probably the first release, right?
I think so. I think those are the ones worth a couple more bucks.
I think I got these at Service Merchandise. You know Service Merchandise?
Just don't hot glue them to anything.
Yeah. Do you know Service Merchandise?
Well, we had something here in Canada called Consumers Distributing, which was similar, like a mail order catalog store.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you wanted an item, you'd have to get a ticket and bring it to the counter, and then they would roll it out. And
exactly, it come out in those roller wheels.
Yeah.
We used to have beer stores like that in Ontario too. You go in and say, "I'd like 24 beer," and it'd come rolling out the wheels. And you help your dad carry it to the car.
No, that's an over-exaggerated swole.
Eh?
Yeah. I bet he wishes he was that swole, huh?
He looks like he's way more buff than everyone else.
Yeah, I would agree.
Even her. Yeah, probably one of the worst figures ever made of her.
Yeah, possibly.
And then the first Black Series they made was terrible too. Like they had no respect for her.
Would you put this with the Padme wall? Like if I was to display Padme, would you put her with it?
No, I would line your rabbit cage with them. I'm just kidding.
Ducks.
Yeah,
My
no,
duck cage.
it looks good. It's family, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Buff Luke.
Yeah. At least he came with accessories, right? Look at that. So this is the all long version sabers.
It looks like, yeah, you got all the long sabers. So you could bundle those up and sell them together for like $11
Yeah.
American. No, I
And the
don't.
cards, like I said, the cards are in great shape.
You could probably get good value for those. Do you think you have them all?
This is it. That was my last one. I had them all. I had Guido.
Okay.
I had everyone. But I just kept the ones that were a little bit more sentimental to me. And I left. And
Even
I did that.
like just because you mentioned Greedo, so yeah, we got vintage Greedo, we got that Greedo in there in the Power of the Force, and then I'm sure they made like Saga Greedo and some other now vintage collection Greedo and Black Series Greedo. So even some of the key characters that are just background characters, they've made them through all different renditions of this action figure line over the years.
Oh yeah, I mean you can.
But not Hammerhead. Where's Hammerhead?
I had him on card, but I don't have him on card anymore. So this is underneath here. Don't mind. Please excuse the dust.
Oh, that looks good.
So this is the Cantina and Mos Eisley. So you would put Watto in here, right? He was probably still hanging around, possibly.
Yeah, he's selling some wares. I need that bug eye, dude.
What'd I do? I just messed up something.
You just turned your phone, it looks like.
No, I just hit it. So there we go. So I have a gimbal. I don't know if you could see it in the smaller camera.
You got Ed 5 joining the chat from down under.
Hey Ed, good to see you.
I think Linda's there too, right?
Is Linda here? Oh
yeah,
Hi,
Linda Bormson's here.
It's a Friday night hangout, playing with toys. So I think that I'm going to do this every now and again, and just a fun way to show off my collection.
Well, there's Hammerhead.
A little bit more interactive. Yeah, so Hammerhead's way back there. So this is like the old school one.
Yeah, it's still a good figure, though.
Yeah. And I think I have every Cantina guys except for Hal Herchev Kalfas, I think his name is.
Muftak and Cabe.
He's like a Bosk looking character. Even got this guy, the werewolf guys.
I think I kept some of these guys just because it's the only time I ever made them.
Yeah, that guy in the corner smoking the pipe.
Yeah, the guy that's got hoses coming out of his nose.
Yeah, I mean that's an awesome figure. And then I do want to get the new Cantina band members and replace them.
I remember that praying mantis one that came with a Cantina set. That was hard to get in Canada.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right back there.
Came with the bar stool or something.
Yeah. Let's see. I knocked a bunch of these, and this little guy here, that guy right there.
Yeah, what's that from?
Worm guy. He's also a Cantina alien.
Oh, that's why I don't have him.
Yeah,
I need him.
She was one of my last ones. And this guy right here, he's actually from.
That's Jar Jar.
This guy?
That's the actor who played Jar Jar, Riz Ahmed.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and there's another one that's Anthony Daniels, and there's another, or not Anthony Daniels, the Boba Fett actor who just passed away. He also is one of those Cantina Denzing kind of characters.
I didn't know that.
As a human.
Yeah. But
that's Jar Jar. That's his likeness.
No kidding.
So it was actually a very, very well made figure. It does look like him.
Yeah, and would you put Beaumont Monk out here?
Of course, all the desert. Even you can put Mandoverse in there now.
So this backdrop here, this is the Sears Cantina. This is actually a reproduction one. I have a buddy that sells on eBay, and he makes these, and it's really good cardstock.
Yeah, I've made a few.
And I also have the
Like I have my real one packed away, and I use a fake one for display.
Yeah, I have the Cloud City one too, that he made, and it's just exactly like the original.
And I love those Jawas, how you can shine a light through their head to make their eyes light up.
Yeah, that
I
was a
think
cool
that's
feature.
such a cool feature.
That one right there. Yeah, this one, the little one have
They
one
all
too?
had them. Yeah, they all got that little clear part of their head.
So there is usual Mike right there. You see him riding the speeder?
Riding shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, that's usual Mike.
It looks like he
just
took a
like
bite
him.
out of the windshield.
Yeah, you know something? Back in the day, I used to smoke, and this is what happens.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just nicotine, I think, right?
Oh, okay. Well,
this was mine. This was actually mine back in the day. I mean, I didn't smoke when I was a kid, but I've had this all the way from 78 to now.
yeah, I wish I still had toys for when I was a kid. I don't think I have one item.
This Dewback was mine too.
It's still got reins.
Yeah, the reins.
Don't touch it; it'll break.
No, I think I might have glued it. I thought it had a break in it, but maybe it didn't.
There's one on my coffee table. I touched it the other day and it broke. I'm like, oh, for crying out loud, man!
Oh man!
All I did was touch it.
This was probably one of my favorite toys right here. This Dewback, I love that thing.
Dewback's a fantastic toy.
So yeah, so there's one bin and one row of toys. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna do the streams for.
Well, you got any pickups this week?
Bore people. I did. You know something? I actually just picked something up tonight, and I was gonna hit like 3 Targets and a couple of Walmarts, but there was a big accident on the highway, so I had to get off, and there were no stores. But I did manage to hit one. So I did,
and I see your Boba Fett wall plaque there too, right under your switcheroos. That looks awesome.
Yeah. So I think I want to put it there, because I had Jeremy Bullock's autograph there, which is awesome.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to put that upstairs in my room. I'm going to put all the autographs in my room and just have this room toys and stuff. I was actually going to put this with the autograph, so I may do that. But anytime we have more space for toys in our toy room, it's a bonus, even if we have to sacrifice an autograph.
Those look good, and I'll be honest, I've only seen them at Toys R Us here.
It's got a crease in it, as you can see, but it's the only one they had, and I didn't want to miss out because I like these. I love the card art.
It does have great art. I like the cartoons.
Yeah, I won't open these. These will be on the wall.
And well, I think those figures are repacks of figures you could get loose if you wanted them.
Yeah, exactly. But I love this one. I was lucky enough to find it. So I get this one. I didn't know this was there today. This one I knew was there, and it was.
Did they also make that clone trooper with the blue accents too?
Yeah, but they didn't have him there, so I'm on. He's the only one I need is the blue one.
Okay. Okay, it says I see 4 likes here, and there's 20 people in the chat, so we need at least 20 likes.
Help a brother out, people. I appreciate everyone being here. We have Dark Lycan. Is Dark Lycan here too? Dark Lycan's here.
Oh, okay. There you right there.
Yeah, let's say hi to a few people. See if anybody has anything, any questions. You know, I'll walk around the room and give you guys a little peek of what I have, and then let me know what you want to see on the next stream. Because again, I think this is a little bit more fun than to do a video. What do you think?
I think you're good. You're good at doing both. You know, like you can do what you're doing here with your live stream, and sometimes you have a guest on who can, bounce off you a little bit. But even yourself, like pick a theme yourself, like okay, Ghostbusters, and then even pre-record a little video because you can throw in a couple of your little extras, whether not necessarily copyright music, but you being you because you're good at your little bit of editing that you do from your phone, and do both versions. You can have a live version showing off some toys, and you can have a little pre-recorded version that maybe you put a little bit more I'm not gonna say scripting, but a little bit more describing what you're showing us.
Hey, Fabulous. And I
and
just
not
want to say
feel
hi to the people that I didn't get a chance to say hi while I was showing toys. Super John. So I'm not sure who's left here, but yeah, we still have 20 people in the chat. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys coming over and checking out my toy room. Let me know in the chat if there's anything specific that you want me to show up close and personal for tonight. But again, and maybe we can have a future stream to focus on a certain toy line instead of like, because I just celebrated a year anniversary being a YouTuber, which is pretty awesome. It snuck up pretty quick, and the reason why it went by so fast is because all the friends and it's just like hanging out with all your buddies. It's not
yeah,
work. It's fun playing with toys. So I want to thank you guys for making me part of the making me feel comfortable to be part of the family here.
yeah. And
And
I enjoy your show last night. I sorry I couldn't be there live, but your show last night with everyone's photos was awesome to see, man. Seeing so many people getting involved.
It was so good, man. There was so many good photos, and for me personally, like I've never done photo photography, and I've said it before. And going out there actually doing it, I was playing with my toys, setting them up. It was super fun. So if you guys have never done photo photography, just do it. I have my phone. You don't have to do any crazy editing or anything like that. Just have fun and take some cool photos. Use your imagination.
No, it's same with me. You were saying, do I have a lake by my house? I do. I have a lake like 5 minutes away. That's a very popular trail. People walk their dogs and ride their bikes and all that stuff. So I find a little spot and we got beavers and ducks and there's all kinds of wildlife there. I find a little spot where I can go in the water and put my action figure down and then step back for literally. I spent 3 minutes there. Take 5 or 10 pictures, couple of videos, and then turn around and I see people like filming me, like taking pictures of me while I'm playing with a toy down on the beach there. It's this 50-year-old bald guy. I'm more embarrassed to do that than go on YouTube and make fun of Star Trek fans or whatever. But it's fun. I like to do it. I live in a nice community. There is lots of wilderness, and of course I'm always hunting the Bigfoots. But yeah, I'm just using my iPhone as well. So like what Connor was doing, and one of the most fun ones was Vern doing his Flash Dance Incredible Hulk little video.
Yeah,
like that was,
I know, right?
That made my day when I saw that. So I love that kind of fun stuff. So next, I want to see Kat make a custom action figure. I want to see a Super John custom action figure and a Mr. Sleeping Collectibles. Whatever character you want. Like I think that's fun, and everyone's got 2 weeks to jump on it.
Did you see what the short I pulled up that I have out? I made a little custom figure using a Pez head.
Okay.
So Mario Brother, I used a Mario Pez head, and I used the little Galactic Hero figures, Han Solo.
Yeah.
And it fits on perfect, and it looks so good. So if you haven't seen that short, check it out because
I'll go look at it.
It gives you options on being creative without really breaking the bank.
Yeah, I like the whole idea of making customs. Like,
so what I'm gonna do is because I have a Yoda that I got from Razov right here. So I'm gonna grab this custom head, and I'm gonna put it on the Hulk body from the 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah, do it.
Right? How cool is that gonna be? So I
got some extra of these, vintage Rambo kind of figures.
Oh, dude, yeah, I need that one.
So I was thinking of maybe making a custom with one of these, just because I got a couple, but I don't know. Like, I don't know who I would make. I just mean,
dude, do you have a couple of them?
I got a bag full here.
Oh wow, I need a Rambo. I have just about everybody else but Rambo.
Is this over the top?
It looks like it, but I don't think so because over the top didn't have the bandana. But when
he's got blue jeans and like a hoodie. So
I think I like it. How many of those do you have?
Just one of that one, and then I think this guy's like a Chuck Norris guy. He doesn't just random. I don't know. Like ninja guy. So he's about the same size. And then another random kind of.
You see these?
Ninja guys. So these guys are from the same line, but I think it's Chuck Norris.
It does look.
Oh, maybe they're Karate Kid. Same style as Karate Kid and the A-Team. Like, yeah, I don't have all those guys.
What I'm showing.
Was there like Commando Schwarzenegger figures in this style?
I want to say there was, but I'm not 100% sure. Dave Vintage Toy Rush would know. Or
one of these is a duplicate, Dino, so I'll put that aside for you, buddy.
Yeah, man, I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I traded in a bunch of toys yesterday, and got some cash, but I got some trader bucks that I had to spend in the store. So I got a Saw Gerrera Black Series, and
oh, you did? It's a cool looking figure, but I'm not collecting.
It is actually a good looking figure.
I saw it at
the fifth brother guy. Just because they were new, and kind of like I wasn't spending my own money, but yeah, that's all I got.
Mr. B's here. I don't know if did we say hi to Mr. B? I can't remember.
Welcome, Mr. B.
Hey, Mr. B, good to see you. Yeah, so let me go through another bin real quick because I want to put these bins away. So I figured I'll show them why I have the chance. And let me see if I can find another Star Wars bin. So I did show these off before.
See what this Saw Gerrera costs in Canada.
Let me hold on. Let me pull you up.
$50 dues.
That's ridiculous, man.
Very much so.
I have a gimbal. You ever try a gimbal?
I am a gimbal. No, I've never tried one.
It's a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. I mean, like to control it, it's not the easiest thing to do.
I try not to make it look obvious that I'm filming stuff when I'm out in public.
Yeah. Well, I'm using that for more in-home use. So this Grievous is pretty cool. I got these from my new neighbor across the street. I showed him my toy room, and he's like,
"Oh, that's always good."
Yeah, he's like, "These were at my dad's house. You want them?" I said, "Yes, please, and thank you." Pregnant Padme. So you could put her with the Queen Amidala, with the Queen Amidala too.
The saddest part is your neighbor's dad is 15 years younger than you, right?
This is a good Anakin.
That was a cool figure. They did a similar 12-inch doll that you could take them apart and put them back together as either Vader or Anakin. It's a neat idea.
I have the one where he's on the table,
but that one too, yeah.
That one's opened. It's not in the. So let's go through show Star Wars real quick. If I have anything that's worth looking at, most of these are newer figures, so you might not want to see it, but I'll rummage through a few. Yeah, these are all more modern figures. So I have a couple of these. These were on clearance at Walmart in the store.
I've never seen the ones with the spider, either 3 3/4 or 6-inch. I've never seen them in Canada.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is that from the Cloud playset?
Yeah, I love the Cloud playset. I know a lot of people bash on it, but so this whole bin is like more
the good stuff
from, like in the past couple of years. So I don't think anybody wants to see this stuff because we've all seen it off recently. This is the new Annie that's out.
Yeah, that is one.
Now. But I don't have place. I want the figures, but I don't have any place to put them, so they all go in a bin. Look at the new Anakin. It's got to go in a bin. Hey, wait a minute.
That Anakin's up there with that Qui-Gon for me. It's such an ugly figure.
I don't even think I knew I had this figure.
You probably have two of them too.
You know. And then this is, I think I'm displaying the original one. It's not from the vintage collection, but it has the same style card. Remember, it had like a picture of the vintage figure on the back. So I display that one, and the newer one I just keep in a bin.
Yeah, in the first series, they came in a clamshell.
The Rogue One, Vader.
Wow, so Saw Gerrera has one flip flop and one robot foot.
Oh, cool.
He literally he's wearing like a croc.
I wasn't even going to collect any of these Rogue One figures, but
That's one of the better loose 3.75 figures that Hasbro's ever made. It's very articulated. Yeah, that's still on the shelf here.
yeah. And then we have
Another really, really good figure. Look at that soft goods cape on him. Or
yeah,
her.
they really did a great job with some of these figures, huh?
I'm a sucker. I buy all the Jawas. And I got that.
So
All the stormtroopers.
that's what we have so much stuff. What do you choose to display?
I display
You know what
my
I mean?
retros.
See, with me, I don't collect just Star Wars. I have so many different lines, so it's tough.
I have that one on display. I have all my Baby Yodas on display because they're all different sizes and it looks funny. Another great loose figure is that one.
Yeah, I have that one loose, and I have him on a speeder bike.
He's cool. I got him just because he's cool. I got all the Mando ones so far. A great figure too. I'm pissed off the retro one. They didn't paint her silver armor on it, so I'm going to do that myself.
This one's a good figure too.
It is, yeah. I almost got that one yesterday in Black Series, but I only had so many Toy Trader bucks.
And there's your peg warmer.
It's a great figure, though. It's the
It
best,
is a great figure.
the best version of him so far on that scale.
And then
Same with Boba.
Boba. So I'm gonna open one of these because I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do it on a live stream like this. I want to replace because I have the Cloud City carbon freeze chamber set. I have 2 of them.
Okay.
And I have lights that I put inside of it. So it changes different lights. You can have it red, flashy, whatever. But I have older Star Wars figures in there. So I want to replace them with more of the modern ones and see how it looks.
You have that set up now?
Huh?
You have it set up now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, why don't you join me for a stream and do that tomorrow?
All right.
Let them breathe. We'll do a new episode.
I have a whole bunch of them, man. I got like a bunch that we're going to open. This is a good one, right?
Me too, man. I love spending an hour opening up figures.
I had to get them. Here's a peg warmer.
I hope you got them on sale, though.
Yeah, I did. I got them. Well, it says $14.99, but I think I got them cheaper than that. I'm glad I didn't pass on them because it's kind of one of these things where it has. This is a history. Figure. In 10 years from now, we're going to be like looking at some of these cool figures that we have.
Yeah, another cool figure. I just love the ones that are kind of remakes of the vintage Kenner ones with the same photo backgrounds. Those are the ones I like. Yeah, the Bespin Luke there. I see you got one on the wall too.
I do have one on the wall, and the one I have on the wall is the original one.
Gotcha.
Where it's not really called the vintage collection.
Yeah, I think it was called the original trilogy collection.
Yeah, and you get a free mail away figure. Same thing with Han. I think I have this one in regular. I could be wrong. I think it'd be on that wall because this wall is Jedi, and this is Empire and Star Wars here.
What's cool is we're gonna get a 6-inch Han Solo on that card now too. So and Akbar, Yak Base using an Akbar exclusive.
I wish they would do the Emperor on that card.
I think they are, even though we just got them twice on the archive.
I passed on them because I don't want. I want them on this card. 6-inch. That's the only way I buy the 6 inches. Most of the time, I only buy them when they're on that card.
I prefer the card as well. That one they could have packaged better. They could have put the bag behind them like the vintage style.
Oh, this clone. So, well, this is a different Clone Wars. This won't go with the new Clone Wars that I just got, right?
I think all clones go together, don't you?
Yeah, but like cartoon series. I gotta
We got
remember.
David World is in the chat. Welcome, David.
Hey, David.
1:30 a.m. there, so we had to say goodbye to Geek Strong.
Oh,
White Shadow. Welcome, White Shadow.
well, hey, White Shadow. I have two of her. I don't know if they're both in here, but I have multiple of things, and I probably should. Yeah, see,
That's
two
another
tiles.
really good figure. Yeah, I bought two of her so I can open one.
We're almost done, folks,
Same
on this, and then
Mando.
so there's a good figure right there.
Yeah, for sure. And one of my favorite characters from Rogue One.
I won't try to pronounce any of these names because I'm horrible with
His name is Mando.
That's Mando.
What, you
And-
can't say Chimwit Umri?
No, I can't.
And that's a sand person.
See, the Tusken Raider. This is an amazing figure.
It
love
is.
this
I
one.
really like the Black Series one too with the soft goods.
Yeah, I was tempted. I didn't get it, but I was tempted. And then we go to the
Maybe.
retro.
That's customize that Tusken to be Omega. I mean, the Tusken Warrior from Mando.
Yeah, that's a good custom
that-
if you did that.
That's because that's a figure I have
Well,
on hand.
I think I have all of the. I have like doubles of these, so these are my doubles.
Oh, of course, that's my main focus now. Dino is the retros. Like
Yeah,
I make sure I order enough, and I make sure I order 10 stormtroopers so I can have army builders. What I'm gonna do now is now that they're gonna release the Jawas, is I'm gonna sell like my 10 vintage complete Jawas. I'll keep one, but I'll sell them for whatever they sell for $60-$80 a piece, and I'll buy $10 Jawas. Yeah,
I
Hope you-
love the card.
you're still saving some rainbow figures for me, right?
Do you? Which ones do you not have?
I don't have Chewbacca.
Oh, is Chewie the only one you don't have?
I think so.
So I have. What do I
think-
have? I have them on the wall too. So I do have a Boba Fett. So I have two Boba Fetts. I have two Stormtroopers, and I have two Chewbaccas.
Yeah, I think I need a stormtrooper too.
No, hold on, wait. I have three Stormtroopers.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Well
I have an
thought.
orange one, and I have a red one. And there's the I think it's green on the wall.
Yeah, I dig those.
You don't have one of these?
No, I don't have a stormtrooper or a Chewbacca.
I have another Chewbacca too. I just picked that up the other day. And then I have a couple of these. I try to get two of these at least.
I've only seen 3PO in stores, and Boba's the only one I'd
Yeah.
buy if I saw him.
There's another 3PO. But I just picked up a and this is my custom that I made.
Oh, perfect.
So my buddy again, he makes the card back.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. So I was at excuse me.
I
I was at
suggest if everyone's making custom figures that they design their own custom card backs too, just for fun.
let me get this.
Maybe
one.
there'll be
I-
another prize for the best card back or package design. Hint, hint.
I had the Boba Fett that I made, the custom one, and I had him on bubble
Is that
with
vintage?
the coin. He made the coin too.
Oh, that's custom. Okay.
Yeah, that was a custom one, but I wanted it loose instead. So I do have. So I picked this up at $2 at Target. I showed this the other day. So I have this R2.
That
I
was
got it for
$2.
It wouldn't scan. Like when I
Perfect.
scanned it wasn't in inventory. So when I went to the service counter, I offered him I told him, I said, I'll give you $2. He's like, I'm not getting $2. It's the store. I don't care.
I mean, $1.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah. So
Well, I
that's,
wish we could barter with people in our department stores. Like,
So maybe when shipping gets a little bit cheaper, Left Coast, I'll send you a Chewy and a Stormy.
yeah, for sure. Because I expect like shipping prices, if anything, they'll just go down in the future.
Yeah,
Like
I'm hoping
gas.
so.
And food and inflation. Your Flintstone mobile looks awesome from this camera. I can
Yeah,
see
so
in the
this
back
is,
window.
This is the other Chewy I have. They had them all.
Chewy's rad.
So I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I saw your
can
store
find
hunt.
another one. If I find another one, I'll try to grab it for you. Because I
Absolutely,
like
thank
to
you.
keep. I like to keep 2 for myself. Just because, when it comes to that, I like to have 2 just in case something happens. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You're gonna open one. That's what's gonna happen.
No, they're not that cool that I'd want to open it.
They're kind of cool.
Yeah, so there's 2 bins for the day for opening, and then maybe and we show some Star Wars. So that was a pretty good.
Yeah, that's
deal.
awesome, Dino. Good job.
Yeah, I won't. I don't know if anybody else is streaming tonight, so I don't want to.
Ed 5 says he's also interested in a Stormy and a Fett in the Rainbow editions.
Who?
Ed 5 in Australia. He's looking for those prototypes.
That'd be like $800 to ship it there.
It should be cheap, but it might take 6 to 8 weeks because they say it goes on a boat. They call it land mail to Australia. It does exist. It just takes a long time.
So now I'm on the lookout for Commando figures.
Yeah, if there's a Schwarzenegger one, I want one. But it would be a couple of years later. I guess 1990s. It's all about the same.
I remember seeing them. So I'm going to shut off this camera here. So it's I think, right?
Bye, Bigfoot.
I'm going to shut up this one. So let's go to regular like that.
Yeah, see, this is how you get used to StreamYard. You do it every once in a while and you get used to it, right?
It takes a little bit. It's fun to have a good person with you that can help with chat and somebody to talk to.
Next, give me the power so I can highlight some chats.
Yeah, I have Dandy as my co-host, but what I want to do is if I have a co-host that I know ahead of time, I'll just change it and add that person.
Yeah, for sure. Because I wanted to start doing a weekly or bi-weekly just vintage kind of toy show. Just showing off some cool vintage toys.
Yeah, there's still an echo in this thing, man. Can you hear an echo, people?
No, we can't. But I know what you mean. I have that struggle too.
Yeah,
it's like you can't turn off the sound on your own phone.
Oh man, Ed, you'll pay for shipping? Yeah, let me. So which one is Ed looking for? A Stormy and a Fett. You're not going to find a Fett right now, or a Stormy. But if I do sell mine, what did I say? How many Stormies did I have? I think I have 3 Stormies, right? You needed a Fett though, right?
No, I need a Stormy and a Chewbacca. Ed, I might have a Fett. I will double check.
Yeah,
I might have an extra Boba Fett.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I did at one time sell a for I think $100.
See, the only one I need is Vader. Vader, I missed out on.
Yeah, Vader, I did not miss out on. I bought 12 of them.
Do you have another Vader?
No, I sold them. Like I
was gonna say
they went up. Once they went up to more than $100, I sold them.
Yeah, I would do a trade with you.
I think I sold most of them to people in Australia. Oddly, like I guess they didn't get them there at all. But yeah, they were. They were $20 or something. They're expensive here.
Are they?
They're twice as much. They're $25 here, and I think they're only 15 there.
Yeah, I think they're 14. So let me.
14 American is only like 17, 18 Canadian. So the fact that our Toys R Us charges $25 plus tax turns into $30.
Which one looks better? So I found a Chase.
Yeah, I saw that with the Luke Jedi.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
So
those yet in Canada at all. No store reports at all.
I figured I'd keep it, or if I decide I want to get rid of it, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd sell it for a profit. I think I would help out somebody in the community that collects these.
I think there is a group of people starting to collect those. I see lots
Yeah.
of YouTube reviews, which from the reviews, I don't think I'm going to buy them because every review, yeah, they're cool. They look cool, they say, but they just feel cheap.
Dude,
But I do like
whole
mini
pile of these.
ships. Yeah, I love mini ships. It's one of my favorite things.
But I have
Okay.
all the micro machines still, so
Those
I don't really
those are
need it.
perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
that's
way better quality.
So let's do a quick comparison now on the size. Let me pull which one? Let's pull up the phone camera.
Yeah, the Action Fleet, the figure's a little bigger, I believe.
So let's see. So
And they're painted well too.
I don't know, man.
The figs are real close. It's the ships that are a little different with the Action Fleet.
So
Like
this is micro machines, and this is the So the micro machines are a little bit bigger.
So the this new squadron, the Millennium Falcon one, is almost twice the size as the Action Fleet Falcon.
Yeah.
So it looks like, and it's painted, it's weathered, it has electronic lights and sounds. So I'm sure it'll be like $80 in Canada.
These have stands. I don't think the new ones. Do the new ones figures come with stands?
I think if they have a robe, some of them are molded that way, but some of the robes come off too. It depends. Some of their feet are molded together like that, and some go on a speeder bike and they can't have a stand, like Darth Maul.
So let me show you real quick before we go, because again, I don't want to outstand my welcome, or however you want to put it. But I'll show you the reason why I opened this bin up and get all these boxes out of here that I'm going to put back in the closet. Let's see if this gimbal, I can control it, because this thing is pretty intense. So I have a wall here. Let's see. Right over here. Right now it's empty, but there's a shelf here. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
So there's a wall here. I mean, a shelf here, and then there's a wall. So there's a little gap. So all the figures that I had in here, you could barely see. So what I did was I put them in this closet behind me where I have all my DVDs. See, these are all my DVDs.
Oh, yeah. It still looks good in there.
And I have my NECA figures up top here. But I decided I'd put all the Spider-Man figures on this wall instead of on that other wall.
So much better looking than wallpaper.
Yeah, right?
That was good. I sold like all my Marvel Legends yesterday. Well, not all of them, but
Can you see them all? So we have Gwen, Peter Parker, Jameson, and then we have Electro, Sandman, Hobgoblin.
I love those card backs.
My favorite right here is Venom. Look at that thing.
Yeah. I've never seen that one.
This was a Comic-Con exclusive, or an exclusive. You can only get it online.
Okay.
And then here's Shocker. Do have Kingpin. Can you see him? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
Kingpin's awesome.
Symbiote Spider-Man, Mysterio, and then right up here is the Gray Beast, Gambit, Rogue, which is my favorite character, and then we have Thing, Fantastic.
Oh, is that right?
Invisible Woman. And then I have these set up here too, the icons and stuff. So I moved all my bodybuilding trophies over. So these are all my bodybuilding trophies.
Oh, you got Vern's causing trouble in the chat. We might have to kick him out.
Is he putting up dancing girls?
Not yet. That looks awesome, dude. A nice little display of statues too, and awards. You deserve
Yeah,
it.
so I think I like it there. It actually looks really clean, and I can enjoy them instead of I can't see them in that little cubby hole.
Now, do you watch movies down? I'm assuming you're downstairs. You're on the main floor.
Yeah, this is downstairs in the toy room. Yeah, so I actually have I almost fell. So I actually have movie theater seats here. So it's a little cluttered.
Oh, no way!
So these are 4 movie theater seats.
Awesome. Right. Drink holders and everything. That's cool. Do you know? I never noticed those before.
And right up here, where Salacious is.
Oh, right on.
Is a 3D projector.
Yeah.
And right over here is a 92-inch pull-down screen.
Oh, sweet. Oh, and I see your TV there, of course. Yeah.
And then I have TV if I watch regular, and that's, I think, what, a 56-inch? And then I have Dolby Atmos speakers up here. So you have the sound coming from the ceiling, and then you have them in the back. Your speakers right there. I have a speaker here for the back, speakers on top, speaker on the other side, and then your front speakers.
Oh, that's awesome, Dino. Yeah, I never realized all that. I knew you had some kind of movie system going down there.
Yeah, so I don't drink, I don't smoke. This is my bad habit.
Yeah, your bad habit's keeping Bigfoot in the package over there.
Yeah, he came out. He played for a little bit.
Freaking fabulous! I saw he posted a picture yesterday of second Bigfoot.
He's got 2 of them.
He's got all the big feats.
So did he find the second one in store?
Maybe he pre-ordered. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'll find him eventually, but he'll have gray hair by the time I find him.
If I find another one, I'm definitely grabbing him.
My buddy Jay got one from a buddy in the States, and he's going camping with his family this weekend, and he's promised he's taking Bigfoot with him to take some fun photos.
Oh yeah, hey, that would have been a great photo photography.
Oh, for sure he will be. I can't wait. I can't wait to put like this head on him.
Yes,
you know, like because it's this body
and holding like the.
This is the exact body that they painted black. And they put that new Bigfoot head on him. So I'm really curious about that figure. I don't buy a lot of wrestling figures, but I love my Andre the Giant, and of course I love Bigfoot.
Yeah, definitely.
Whoa, look at all those dinos.
I'd be nervous about putting him out in the mud in the woods, though. I wouldn't want to get him dirty. After I did the photo photography, I brought them all in the house. I put them in the sink. I washed their feet. They weren't going back on the shelf with muddy feet.
I still got my Dutch action figure in his bag.
Dude, that figure
doesn't smell
so nice.
But if there's any dirt on him, I'm gonna leave him on him because
Yeah, it kind of goes. He would have looked cool in my area because I had like real mud. If you had a predator, you could put him up against a tree like that and put all the mud on him. That would have been awesome.
I had to kneel down in the mud at one point.
Did you? Yeah.
But it was worth it. I got the shot.
Yeah, those were great photos. Great photos. I love just when you had just his eyes out of the water. That was
I had to, after seeing. Yeah, well, Vern posted a photo of like he superimposed like a guy with a beret on in the water. I'm like, oh, I gotta do that scene from Commando or Predator, or whatever movie it was. So I grabbed my Schwarzenegger figure, and then that same day I saw Connor's photo. He had his Cobra officers in the swamp there. And he superimposed a little bit of smoke and, a laser, a sunbeam coming off.
I need to figure out the app.
I'm going to the woods to take pictures right now.
I wanted an app so I could add. I wanted lightning coming onto Frankenstein when I did the Monster Squad, but I didn't know the app.
Yeah, I'll have to buck up $7 and get that app.
Is that
It's weird because I think 2 years ago it was a free app. Like most apps used to be free, and then as soon as you upgrade, they try to charge you money. Yeah,
fabulous. His buddy found it in stores.
Tell your buddy to find me one in the store too.
Yeah, I'm going to Walmart tomorrow, so I'll be on the lookout. Again, I'll put aside and I'll put a little stash put aside.
Bigfoot is my most wanted figure so far of the year.
Yeah. big.
Like
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my Kenobi retros. They haven't hit it big up here. Like I know my buddy Dave
Yeah.
found them at Walmart downtown, but not my Walmart
You know,
or
I'm
Amazon.
I think I'm addicted to that the vintage collection because I don't want to buy them, but when I see them in store, I cannot resist.
It's the card back, right?
It is. It's, and I tell you, I was talking to Super John, and this might be I might lose a few subscribers from this comment, but I absolutely love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, Star Wars is my number one. But I think one of the main reasons why I love Star Wars so much is because Star Wars was part of the family. I took the toys home. I played with the toys. I had adventures with them. So
Yeah.
each character was part of my life versus like Orko, the movie Orca, or like all these other big hit movies that never hit, you know, you never experienced playing with them. So I think honestly, if it wasn't for the toys, I would still love Star Wars, but it wouldn't be like this madness.
I agree. It's the Star Wars toys that captured me as a kid. And then later on, 83, 84, that's when G.I. Joe and He-Man toys came out. But that's when I was, you know, starting to play with girls and with sports balls and, you know, things were, I was growing hair in new places and stuff. So toys,
Yeah.
but that's people 3-4 years older than me. That's the toys they remember, right? He-Man, G.I. Joe, like Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, all those came out like still prior to 1990. But, you know, I'm 50 now, so I was junior high school, and, you know, things were a little different than looking for a Luke Stormtrooper action figure in 1984. Like,
that is a puppet theater here. I usually put on puppet shows for people.
see, that would be a great live stream, Dean.
It's not. It's not.
You
It's
could,
just a window.
no, but seriously, you do a puppet show that competes with Salacious, and you guys could just have. You don't have to show your face on camera like Bob.
Geek Strong Playhouse. Can I do the dance?
Yeah, you can use whatever you want. There's a,
So I think
a big.
I think
There's a big
Fabulous.
toy store here that he's got a puppet of Fozzie Bear that he uses on social media, and he's pretty clever with it.
I can show you. I'll show you on another stream all of my puppets I have because I do collect Sesame Street. So I have a
Sweet.
big, a decent collection of puppets from Sesame Street.
And I promise you, I'm gonna film this Toy Trader store. When I go, I'm usually so occupied with other stuff. It's worth me spending the day there to film it. He has like life-size Waldorf and his buddy up on the balcony in his store, and
Oh, cool.
you'd be blown away, man. Like if you
Well, that's
just
the Muppets.
search
That's
Toy
different.
Traders on YouTube, you can see other people's videos of it, including Kevin Smith, who gets a big boner every time he goes to the store, right? It's so big.
So Fabulous is Bacon the same thing as Slim Jim? Because I think Bigfoot likes Slim Jims a little bit more, doesn't he?
According ancient astronaut theorists believe you put an apple up on a spike in a tree,
Star Wars was
and you
Star
do
Wars
wood
and
knocks.
wrestling, neck and neck for me. I grew up wanting to be a wrestler with my cousin. It's funny too. I remember like when wrestling was on Saturday night for free. It was like main events and stuff like that. I mean, I was big into wrestling back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. I got out of it though in like
Same here.
2005. Once, you know, my daughter was born in 2001 and my son was born in 2005. So I kind of like, you know, life takes over. You're not watching wrestling when you have the kids are a little bit older. At least I
Yeah.
wasn't. I just lost interest in it and stuff like that. But you know, being part of this community and seeing all these toys again, I'm like, I remember toy hunting when I first started YouTubing, or even probably before when I was friends with I'm still friends with Sleeping. I'd be at Target and say, "Hey, Sleeping, you need this wrestling figure?" I don't want them because I don't collect wrestling. Now here I am, like on the hunt for wrestling figures. So
Yeah,
you know, it's
when I
infectious.
see like Hulk Hogan's on the shelf, I feel the tingles a little bit, because same with me. Like I loved wrestling all growing up. I used to wrestle with my dad. my grandma would watch wrestling, my dad's mom, so it was big in our family. But I never was heavy into the toys, and then I stopped being as interested in watching wrestling. Kind of when Stone Cold and The Rock left. That's kind of when I just walked away from wrestling. But yeah, when I see Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan toys, and especially Mr. T toys, I lose my.
When I was at
snake.
Target, they had like seven Hulk Hogans and like 4 or 5 Mr. T's, and I was hunting for him forever. And that's what happens. Then you pre-order.
But aren't those like
$35
in the States?
They're I think
Those Ultimates?
32, I think $29 to $32 depending on any given Sunday.
So that translates to $50 in Canada.
Does it
So
really?
I'm sure if I went to Toy, I didn't see him yesterday. I would have got Mr. T yesterday if I saw him. But I bet you Toys R Us has them under $50.
So if I picked him up here, I mean, what would it cost you?
Well, I'll save on it because you're not going to charge me. You'll charge me what it costs and not 10% more or 40% more like Toys R Us does.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, if you see a Mr. T, I'm down for one of those too. I'll pay for it.
Yeah. Do you have Venmo?
I PayPal.
Ooh, it's just as good.
I'm assuming you have PayPal, right?
Yeah, I have PayPal. Yeah, we'll figure something out, man. It's sometimes I pick up extra figures. Like I picked up an extra Lex Luger, the Chase edition.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody seemed like they wanted it, so I just actually returned it today and got store credit.
Yeah, I've seen like Chase AEW figures, but they just don't interest me. Like, and they're usually gone the next day anyway. Like, if I do think, I should get that for someone.
I figured nobody gets to see my profile. I'm trying to. I'm working on this.
Is Vern making a custom Rick action figure?
How's the gimbal look? The gimbal works pretty good. You guys aren't getting too nauseous, right?
No, the gimbal works good.
Yeah.
I think if you have just that one camera going, it would be even better because you are splitting your bandwidth by using 2 cameras, right? But it looks good to me.
Yeah. So before we leave, I'll just give you a quick. Let me know in the chat or later on when this video is over. Let me know what you guys want to see next on the next stream if you even want to see this. But we'll end it because I feel sometimes it's going over too much. No one's going to rewatch it for a 3-hour stream.
Oh, they will.
And I think people that missed it might want to check it out.
We have to spread rumors and say, "Oh my God, did you see when Dino's shorts fell down?"
Yeah. So we have
38 minutes in
doing walls. Let me so like I'll give you an example of what I have and why I want to do this a toy room tour, because I have things that are like under here. Like when I move this, can you see it?
Yeah.
I have the troop transport buried underneath all this stuff. All this stuff just piled away and I figured it'd be fun to do like little sections at a time. You still here, Rick?
Yeah. And then you give it away.
Yeah. But yeah.
Today we're giving away a Sandcrawler.
Yeah, I have the remote control Sandcrawler here.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's a cool Jawa too. I like that modern Jawa.
So let me give you guys a sneak peek for tomorrow's stream with Left Coast if we can get together. I'm not sure. I got to go with my daughter somewhere. We're gonna
just let me know.
Halloween. But let me see if I can get this thing operational.
Your lights. Oh yeah, dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah, so I can show you how I did it, and then all these figures here I want to replace. Well, not all of them, but some I want to replace and see if it's worthy of doing something. So
and I have seen that set up in person with 2 sets together. It's a massive play set.
Yeah, I just don't have the second ramp set up because it takes up too much space.
That looks really good, Dino. You got to spend a couple hours one day just photographing the heck out of that setup.
Right? But I like that Princess Leia. That's the Bespin Escape one where she's running. But
yeah, that's a good one.
With Chewie, doesn't that look cool? Like she did in the movie when she was trying to get comfort from Chewie. Can you
Yep.
see that?
No, it looks fantastic.
And then you get original Ugnaughts with the some of the more newer Ugnaughts.
Yeah, the vintage is what makes it look awesome.
Yeah, some of the vintage goes good with even some of the newer figures.
Oh, of course. That's why that's still my favorite scale is the 375, right? Because like I bought my Razor Crest so I could populate it with my retro collection Mandalorian figures. Those are the first things I opened up when I got that Razor Crest. I haven't opened up any of my vintage collection Mandalorians because I don't care what they look like in it. Did he skip leg day, Dino?
The Dino skipped leg day was with the skinny calves, bro. Dude, G-Force, I blew out my knee basically like 8 months ago, and I haven't been able to go heavy, so it's a touchy subject. It hurts a bit, but I'm stubborn. I don't go to the doctors and stuff like that, so I let it heal on its own. It's actually healed, but I can't go heavy really. I'm 53, man. I'm all done with going heavy. I turned in my pro card. I'm still considered that a fitness. I still work out at least 3 to 4 times a week, but it's hard to keep up because I'm an all natural bodybuilder. So I only get so big, and to maintain it, I got to constantly go heavy, and it's really hard. I was doing like 1,000 pounds on leg press, and I can't do that anymore. In order to keep muscle size like that, I had to keep going heavy, and I just can't do it. I'm doing like maybe 125 pounds on leg press, 100 and maybe 300 tops, and I don't risk it with the knee. Well, thanks for noticing, G.
The last thing you want to do is have to get a knee operated on, or just to continue to do your active exercise lifestyle, right?
Yeah, I know you're teasing, G. No, but it's the thing is when it comes to fitness or anything like that, I mean, we all get setbacks, and the thing is you got to keep chugging, and you just figure out different ways to do it. You know what I mean? So
chugging, is that like beer talk?
chugging. You keep chugging along.
That's
man.
how I get in shape. Thanks, Dino.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we put on a few pounds, we lose a few pounds. Just stay active and try to be at your level in your life. You know what I mean? Don't like things like that. Blowing out my knee, I could just give it up and say I'm done. I'm gonna be depressed and fall in a hole. But instead, I just I'm like, I accept it. It is what it is. So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've never had a big injury like that from football or anything. Like just some broken fingers and torn Achilles. Like that held me back. But I mean, I've never broke any bones or had any knee surgeries and stuff. I just not lucky. It just happens to some people. It doesn't happen to other people, right? It's always a freak accident where people get a knee blown out or stuff like that, right?
Yeah, with me, I was doing like a machine squat, right? And I'm like, I had a good pre-workout. I'm feeling good. I'm like, I'm gonna go heavy. It's been a while since I've gone heavy, so I did it. I did like a decent amount of weight for that machine, and I felt fine. And the next day I woke up, man, my knee was like
wow.
grinding on itself. Just the pain that I felt for months, and I'm so stubborn, and it was puffed out a bit. And I'm so stubborn I don't go to the doctors because, if the copay is $25, how many I could get a Black Series at that time for $25. So you deal with the pain, and I'm like, I know I'm going to heal eventually. So it just took a while, and, I just accept that it is what it is.
No, that's cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I know you're messing with us, but I enjoy talking about my journey, whether it's in a positive or a setback way, because I feel my lessons that I learned, if it's a positive, I'd like to share it and other people. Everybody has a setback, and again, like I said before, we learn how to crawl, we learn how to walk, but eventually we fall. And does that mean we're going to stop walking? No, we get back up and we chug along. So same thing with anything.
We go bald, and then eventually we wear diapers again. It's like we revolve backwards.
So, but we're happy and still collecting.
Fabulous says football ruined his knees and his back. And I hear you, Fabulous. I ruined a lot of other guys' knees and backs playing football. I know I was only a little bit mean.
So we're about, I think, almost an hour and a half, right? Or maybe a little bit longer. So we're gonna end this stream so people can go on, and I'm not sure if anybody else is live streaming, but we're gonna leave it with because I'm kind of curious, like, Rick, what happens like when you hear that knock on the door? Well, let me switch it over here so we can all see. Let's get rid of this bozo here, this guy here. Let's right. So in Canada, what happens when you hear that knock on the door? Who could it be?
Well, I put my pants on, and I hope it's not the.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Thanks.
Cheers,
for
everyone.
us.
Thanks, Dino.
We'll see you. I'll let you know if this is going to continue. Let me know if you even enjoyed tonight. So take care, everyone, and stay geek strong.